So we're just making our way from the woodland down to Tarbert to catch the ferry, and we came across these two little beauties. It's like the little mini cowpays. So we thought we would just stop and take a little look at those for you before we carried on. I think the other two are in Falkirk. Not sure. There we go. We've just arrived at Ardentinny Beach, and this is the approach road in. The roads in are quite small. We arrived via a B road, so I'm not sure if there's another way out. We're going to have a look because it was a bit hairy at points. So here we have the entrance road and the road going down to the car park where we are. But I have noticed that there's a couple of little walks just outside the entrance point. One of them is Laird's Grave Trail, which is 1.75 miles down that way. And there's a little sign over here, so we're just going to go and have a look. The weather is on our side this afternoon by the look of it. It's stopped raining and it's very, very peaceful down here. Very peaceful indeed. Only a few little houses along the way. There is a caravan park on the entrance road on the way in. Okay, so it says here, right, okay, this is quite interesting. Caution. I don't know whether you can see this plant. This plant is very toxic if eaten and can be lethal, particularly to animals. Contact with the skin can also cause irritation. That's something to bear in mind when you come down here if you've got a dog. There's a little bridge that we go over just before the site, which is quite small. Quite old by the look of it. River running down towards the loch. This is Loch Long, and it is very beautiful, like everywhere else in Scotland. So coming down the lane towards the sign for Ardentinny Beach, and there's a couple of nice houses on the left hand side, nestled in the hill. And we have the bowling club as well. Funny place to put a bowling club, but I suppose they've got to go somewhere. Ardentinny is in the Argyll Forest Park, and it's part of the Forestry and Land Commission for Scotland. So it's one of these stop for the night programmes that they've got going again. Oh look at that big carved eagle over here. That's lovely. Ooh, in the puddle. He's very beautiful. Right, so walking down into the park now. You've got bins on the right hand side. It's very peaceful. Lots of picnic benches and information boards around, so we're going to have a look at those now. But there's one of the motorhome down here at the moment. That's it apart from us, so I don't know whether they're going to be staying or going. Part of me hopes that they'll be going, so we'll be all by ourselves tonight. Be really peaceful and quiet. Picnic benches over there. I can imagine this is absolutely crazy in the summer. No idea how they get on with the roads coming down here. If there's caravans and motorhomes, because there are passing places, but it is so narrow. Lots of picnic spaces. Let's go and have a look at the view. Oh wow, that's very nice. No fires down here either, and they ask you not to park on the grass. There's like hardcore parking areas, so they request that you park in the parking bays and not on the grass. It's very seaweedy around here. That's lovely. Very quiet today as well. The water's, well, considering we've come over from Tarbert where it was really rough and they cancelled all the ferry crossings, over here is really still. So here's the little entrance into all the parking area. There's some signs over here, so we'll go and have a look. Now, over there, where you can see there's a boat on the water, and it looks like almost like a quarry or some building work going on, but it's Coalport, which is where all the nuclear missiles for the UK are stored, which is quite an interesting fact. I'm going to have a look at some facts for that in a little while. There's quite a few walks from here as well. So it does ask you to not have fires at all. There's a no drone policy. You cannot fly drones around here at all, so we're not going to be able to get any drone footage, sadly. And apparently you can see red squirrels as well. That would be something. Right, so here we go, coming up to the board. You can see the stay at night in your motorhome or campervan sign. And here we have lots of different trails you can follow. So there's the lead trail, which I just showed you out the back there. The Riverside Trail, the Birchwood Trail, and there's a map showing them all. So I guess Nick will probably take 2 of the dogs out this afternoon to do one of those. Lyra's still suffering with a poorly paw at the moment. And it tells you a little bit about the forest park. So red squirrels are common, otters feed at the lockside, that would be something else to see that, and red and roe deer shelter among the trees. It really is something special. Right, let's go and have a look. Right, I'm going to show you the sign here for the no drone policy. So we would be in big trouble, I believe, if we took our drone up here. Keep dogs on leads, no fires, keep noise down. No danger of it being noisy at the moment though, I can assure you. Here's your parking bays. So adequate size to get a big motorhome on, providing there's no cars taking them up at the time when you arrive. And the beach is something else. The dogs are going to absolutely love this. I think they can just walk straight into the lock. It's so calm as well. We'll get them out on the beach in a little while. They're going to absolutely go crazy on here. And let's go and have a little look at the top. I can see a little building, so I think that's toilets. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, there's a toilet block, men's, ladies, disabled. There's a sanitising thingy outside one of them. They are open, I've just checked. So whether they get locked at night, who knows, but that's great. One of the car down here and one of the motorhome, and that's it. I've got to say that this is probably one of the most beautiful places we've stayed at, just with beach access for the dogs and just the peacefulness of it. I could sit and listen to the water lapping away on the shore all day long. So relaxing. The beach has got a few pebbles on, but sand underneath. It's really nice. Lots of seaweed, but that's probably just come up with the storms just recently, I would imagine. It's quite a nice walk along the beach. I think there's another walk that goes behind our motorhome, so I'll go and check where that goes. There we go, one little motorhome you can see up the top there. The trees are such beautiful colours at the moment as well. And there we are, over the brow. Let's go and see what these guys are doing. I would imagine the dogs are dying to get on this beach now. Here we are, back at camp. What a lovely place to park for the night. Steps out, ready to go. I can see Nick in the front there, waiting for me to get back. He's Lyra sitting at the moment. Let's go and have a look what this says over here. Looks like a walk. Carrick Castle, 4 miles. So I'm not quite sure what that trail is like. Maybe we'll go and have a look at that later.
So good evening everybody, and welcome to my end of day brief for today. So we had a change of plan, as you're aware, where we couldn't go over on the ferry because of weather conditions. So we decided to come back inland, come virtually all the way back up to Inverary and then back down to where we are now. So we left Achnabrick Forestry Commission site this morning. That was a wonderful sight, so quiet, beautiful dark skies, plenty of stars. It was absolutely perfect. And we travelled all the way to Inverary, and then from Inverary down to where we are tonight, which is a place called Ardentinny Beach. So this is Ardentinny Beach. An incredible place for sure. Fascinating. Couldn't understand why when we got here it was a no drone zone. So, but not only was there posters everywhere saying do not fly drones in this area, underneath it said that if you see anybody starting to set up a drone or fly a drone, then please call this number 999. So I thought that was a little bit strange, but it is what it is. And then I find out, of course, that just there, as in just the other side of the loch, which you can see, is a place called Colebrook, I believe. So apparently this is where we keep all the UK's nuclear warheads. It's where our big Tomahawk missiles are kept, it's the nuclear warheads are kept, and also it's where currently there are two Trident submarines, nuclear submarines are also over there. And that would be why there's a no-fly zone, which kind of makes sense. But I've done some tedious jobs in my time, but I do feel sorry for some of the police guys that just go up and down on a boat all day long. I did spot a dive team, 4 guys in all blacked out gear on a rib, going around with all the dive kit on. But a fascinating place, absolutely. So distance. So today we travelled 86 miles, and it took us 3 hours to do that today. Average speed was 28 miles per hour, so a bit better than yesterday, and my average fuel consumption was 25 miles per gallon. So that is what it is. But it's been an okay day. The weather has brightened up a little bit this afternoon, or this evening. The girls have been back out in the water, which is great, and that's really about it. So I think the plan for tomorrow is to move on and be in the last day. So we're not sure yet. We've just got to sort a few things out, whether we stop up here or whether we make our way back down to Cardiff tomorrow. We're unsure. But of course, we will let you guys know. As always, if you like this sort of content, please consider subscribing. Also, please consider hitting the bell notification icon, and then you will be the first person to know when our next video comes out. Don't forget, we're also on Facebook and also on Instagram. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.